What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be doing the top 5 hidden features inside the 2021 Subaru Legacy. Now, I did want to say right off the bat that we are looking at the Touring XT, so this is the top of the line trim. So not all these features will be available on every trim level, but for the most part, you will be able to find these on a wide variety of trims. Let's get into it. Now, the first one is kind of goofy, and I don't know why anyone would ever want to use it, but it exists nonetheless, so let's take a look at it. If you go into settings, you go down to general, and then you scroll down a little ways, you'll see a couple different options that are bizarre. One is birthday lists, and the other is anniversary lists. Yeah, you can actually add birthdays and anniversaries to your vehicle, and then on that day, it will actually give you a reminder that it's so-and-so's birthday. Now, for me, I would actually use this all the time. Now, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to load all of those birthdays in there, but I'm the type of person that likes to text friends and family on their birthdays every single birthday. So for me, being able to get in my car on their birthday and get a pop-up notification that says, hey, it's your brother's birthday, not that I would forget that, but hey, it's your brother's birthday, send him a text. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know, it's goofy, but it exists inside of your Subaru Starling infotainment system. Now, number 2 is actually super handy. One of the coolest parts about having a large vertical screen like this is that it's broken up into different sections. So you get right around like 8 inches or so of usable screen space as far as the apps go. And then you have a little bit of space at the bottom for your climate control, but that little bit of space at the top is actually reserved for your widgets, and you can customize these. So if you go into settings, again under general, scroll down to favorite widgets, you can actually pick an icon and then replace it with something else. So if you'd rather see your 6-hour weather forecast, if you'd rather see your speed limit, and you wanna maybe see, I don't know, your oil temperature, you can switch all of those. So now, if you exit out of that and you scroll through your widgets, you get a little split widget design under where your favorites go that gives you your weather, your speed limit, and your oil temp. And you can customize that to your liking. There's a bunch of different options you can choose from. So that is super handy and helps you utilize that full screen to the best of your ability. Now, these top feature videos sometimes are a challenge to make because I think Subaru does a really good job at laying stuff out in a very simplified manner. But there's a couple features in here hidden in the settings that I think you guys should know about. So number 3 is your one-touch lane change. Now, this isn't on by default, so you may not know that your vehicle actually has it. But instead of having to click the turn signal column down all the way to get your turn signal to go off, you just kind of tap it once and it will give you your blinker for a few seconds. But right now, as I'm doing it, it doesn't do anything. It just clicks very quickly once until I put it all the way down and then it stays on. But if you go into settings and then car and go to one-touch lane changer and turn that on, if you go ahead and tap it, you'll get 3 clicks of your lane change, which gives you plenty of time to merge over. So that's super convenient to know if you didn't know that your vehicle actually has that. Now, number 4 has to do with your side mirrors. Now, you may know that here on the Touring, these are power folding side mirrors, but they have a really cool feature that you can enable, and it's not enabled by default. If you go to settings, car, door mirror settings, you can actually enable reverse tilt. So if you put the car into reverse, your mirrors will automatically angle down to help you see what's behind your vehicle. Super nice if you didn't know that your car actually had that. Then number 5 is a nice little time saver for you, and it helps make things just a little bit more easy to use on this display. So again, like I said, all of your climate controls are used on the screen here. So if you want to adjust your heated or cooled seats, you go ahead and hit this button. This will pop up, and then you can turn on your heated seats or turn on your ventilated seats. One tap turns all of them on all the way, and then you can individually tap to turn them down. So if you want the heated seats on, but you only want it partially heated, you have to tap 3 times to get it all the way down. And that's fine that you can adjust that, but what if you just want to turn it off altogether really quick and you don't want to have to tap, 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 tap? Well, you can do that if you go on and you turn it on, and then you just press and hold for a sec, it will go ahead and just turn it all the way off. So you don't have to tap, tap, tap. It's just tap and hold, boom, nice and easy. You've turned your heated seats on and off with just a tap and a hold. And of course, I'm gonna leave you guys with one more bonus tip. If you don't like the car having the little chime when you lock and unlock it, that beeping, you can actually disable it, and here's how. If you go into settings, you're gonna turn the car on, go into settings, go to car, and then you go down to keyless entry system, hit that. You have a little audible signal toggle that you can toggle on and off. So if we go ahead and toggle it off, turn the car back off, and then once you do, go ahead and disable that option, hit the lock, no sound, hit the unlock, you get the beep of the horn, but no chime noise. Unlock. Unlocks, mirrors fold out, but no chime. I like to leave it on just in case you're trying to find your car in a parking lot, but if you do want to turn it off because it annoys you, you definitely can. I'm going to give you a bonus feature. Now, I talked about this on my 2020 Outback secret features video, so if you've seen that video, you probably already know this feature, but it applies to any Subaru, so I definitely wanted to show you guys it in this Legacy video, and that is that overly obnoxious seat alarm that Subaru has enabled. That thing not only just goes off and off and off, but it gets louder if you ignore it. You Subaru owners know exactly what I'm talking about. But I have a way that you can disable it, and it's not found in the settings. You gotta do a little work for it. So you wanna make sure your car is turned off. Take your foot off of the brake pedal, and you're gonna push the push to start button 2 times to actually turn the car on. Not your accessories, but the entire car. So 1, 2, the gauges will swing, the air conditioning will start, the obnoxious chiming will start. Now, what you're gonna wanna do, take your seatbelt and you're gonna press the little red button on the locking mechanism here, and you're gonna insert and remove the seatbelt 20 times. Yeah, 20 times. Here we go. Pressing the red button. 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20. And that will disable the alarm. Now, keep in mind, sometimes this takes more than 1 attempt to do it. Typically, it takes me like 2 attempts, maybe 3. So don't worry, you can do it. It will work. Just give it time and make sure you do it a couple times. But once you do, that obnoxious chime will be disabled. So I just did the seatbelt disable chime trick. Now, again, like I mentioned, it does take a couple times. This time it took me 3 times to get it to work. On the Outback, it took me 2 times. So really your mileage may vary. Keep trying because it does work. As you can see, I'm going in this little back parking lot, so I'm away from everybody. You don't want to run the risk of hurting anyone or hurting yourself with not having your seatbelt on. But nonetheless, it does work. But my seatbelt is not buckled in, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and get me going to where, you know, the chime would potentially normally kick in. All right, I'm at 11 miles an hour. I'll speed up real quick. I'm at 20 miles an hour, no chime, as you can hear and you can see there. Normally it'd be flashing, going crazy, it'd be super loud, but no such thing. So there's your proof, guys. It does work. It just takes some time. Now, before you go crazy and yell at me and fill a diaper in the comment section, I do not recommend that you disable the seatbelt alarm or not wear your seatbelt in general. It is not safe to do so. I'm just showing you guys everything that there is to see about your Legacy for educational purposes only. So there's my disclaimer. Please do not leave a negative comment. I know I should wear my seatbelt. Thank you. And it will be disabled until you unplug the battery and plug it back in. So if they do any work on your car and the battery's removed or you get a new one, just keep in mind that it will re-enable the chime and you can just do the same thing over to disable it again. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Drop a like on the video if you loved it. Tell me in the comments down below which secret feature was your favorite, or did I miss one? Let's have a conversation down in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be among the first to see every single new video the second I hit publish. We'll see you in the next one.